to Under SF Inspire. I hope you didn't miss us too much. Get ready to learn, enjoy, and of course, be inspired. Are you ready, Tyler?
I am always ready. I'm so excited for the show. I missed you guys so much. I'm one of your hosts, Tyler McKinney.
And I'm your other host, Tina Nguyen. Today, we take a close look at an organization in the mission part of San Francisco. They pride themselves on giving an understanding of Latin American culture for the past 40 years.
The Mission Cultural Center of Latino Arts focuses on cultural arts that reflect the living tradition and experiences of the Chicano, Central and South American, and Caribbean people.
The best part is that they offer classes, workshops, and events for all ages. They are an all-inclusive center catering to everyone in the community.
The people who participate in the programs offered at this wonderful organization learn more about Latin culture and experience the expression of Latin culture in an artistic way.
Later on, we will have the opportunity to speak with our special guest, Arturo Mendez. He's the Director of Events and Media from the Mission Cultural Center.
You know, Tina and I had to hit the streets. We asked a few San Francisco State students about their opinion on their own personal culture, as well as their interest in other cultures. Let's check it out.
Why would you say that it's important for someone to learn more about their own culture?
I feel like it's a part of our identity, and in times like this, we really need to know what we're talking about, who we're talking about, and just knowing our past will help us figure out our future.
I would say that it's important because if you appreciate your own culture, you could learn to appreciate other people's cultures as well. If you don't really know how to appreciate your own culture, you're not going to be able to relate to anyone else.
So what interests do you have learning about your culture?
Just like our traditions, where I came from, it helps me discover more about who I am and appreciate like where I've come from and where I am now.
So, since my family is very diverse, I was really exposed to like a different kinds of people, different cultures, and it just overall made me more interested in something that I didn't know about. So, like, that's really what made me interested.
Extremely interested, most definitely. I mean, I just took a class on Beijing, and we basically learned all about China and the history behind Beijing. And now I just want to go visit Beijing and, visit the Forbidden City, stuff like that. And just taking that class, the fact that I'm so interested in one culture kind of makes me want to learn about other cultures as well.
How do you see the role of women being played out in your culture?
In my culture, I'm predominantly white, but I'm also half Latina, shockingly enough. But typically it's like mother of the household, cooking, cleaning, and stuff like that, which through my own family we've kind of broken out of that, which has been kind of cool. My mom works full-time. My dad's more of the cook and cleaner in my household. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting to see how what my culture, how they view women as, and then my mom kind of stepping out of that, and my other family members stepping out of that too.
Personally, I can't really say I've witnessed anything because I'm not very involved in the Jewish community, but I would hope so, definitely.
It's so refreshing to see open-minded young people interested in learning about cultures other than their own. So Tina and I had the chance to take a Hatha Vinyasa yoga class at the Mission Cultural Center, and
it was a new, unique experience we won't ever forget. Let's just put it that way. Our camera crew were able to check out Hatha Vinyasa. Let's take a look.
My name is Nayelin, and I've been here in Mission Control Center for the last 4 months. Here you are creating good energy, empowering yourself. It's like everybody's very welcome here. It helps you to connect easily. It's like you connect so easy because that's your culture and you know about this. Even if you don't practice, you just you just come to the movies and you saw the movies and you're like, wow, I didn't know that. So you just connect because it's your culture. Even if you don't practice, it's yours. So you connect like so easily here. So, and then like support the people who's trying to do something for us. Because I can be in other places teaching, but I want to be here because I want to invite my people to come and enjoy the things that I enjoy to do, and show them how to do it, and show them it's not difficult, and show like it's for everybody. And the practice, like when you practice yoga, you create love and you connect with yourself. And when you finish the practice and during the practice, you just feel this wonderful feeling in your heart, in your chest. And I want like all the women to come here and just like feel it.
Take a quick break, but sit tight. You don't want to miss our continued in-depth look at the Mission Cultural Center and our visit to Mission Grafica.
And our special guest, Arturo Mendez, will be here to talk more about the Mission Cultural Center.
Oh my God, and one more thing. Later on, we're going to have... Should I spoil it for them, Tina?
I don't know if they're ready for it, Tyler.
I guess I can wait. I'll wait and tell them a little bit later. We're going to have a special performance that you guys can't miss. We'll be right back.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Under SF's Inspire. On today's episode, we are highlighting the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts.
From art to dance to music to screen printing, the Mission Cultural Center shines light on traditions of various cultures.
So far, we've given you a brief overview of the organization and shared our experience with yoga. But yoga wasn't the only program we got to know.
That's right. Let's head back to the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts and check out Mission Grafica.
Yeah, my name is Marcia Shaw, and I manage the printmaking studio, Mission Grafica. Mission Grafica has been here for 40 years, so it's an institution, especially in the Latino community. So, so it's been here in the Mission for 40 years. It was at one time a very active studio. We did we as in Mission Grafica, because I wasn't here yet, but Mission Grafica did all the posters and flyers. They hand printed everything. Everything was hand cut and hand done before computers. But once computers came into being and digital posters were much cheaper to print, that part of it kind of went away, and then the focus was education. So and also we were open for people to come in here and print too. The Mission Cultural Center is important, incredibly important, because it's a community organization, and we offer low cost classes and events. And so, but as far as Mission Grafica goes, it has an incredible importance, because there's very little spaces where anyone can come up and say, oh, what are you doing? Maybe I'd like to learn how to print. And come in here, learn how to print, rent studio time, use the equipment. And for most printmakers, it's really valuable, because once they graduate college, all this equipment is very expensive, and the space is very expensive. And of course, in San Francisco, it's doubly expensive. So, so we really are here to help artists get better at what they're doing. More women are in art school than ever before. More women have always been in art school, and yet it's the men that you see in the museums, and so it's kind of been a good old boy kind of a thing where women are just discounted, and it's always been that way. What I see here is we have a lot of women that come in here and print, and they're not all professional printers. However, their work improves as they work, and we try and get their work out there. We've had some shows with just our own printmakers locally. We have shows in our little gallery here. So as far as women printmakers, I see that as long as women are continuing to push their way into the the higher echelons of printmaking, it will continue. So we also have a group called Youth Art Exchange, and they do an after-school arts program all over San Francisco. And I got a call from the girl that was doing the printmaking, and she said they just kicked him out of the school because printmaking is kind of messy. And so the school people didn't like the mess that they left, and so she asked me, can we come there and we'll just rent studio time from you? And that's been now 5 years that they've been coming here, and we benefit from it because some of those students actually go on to art school and then they come back again here, and some of them are in art school right now locally, and in the summertime they come back and they end up being my interns. And so what I like to see happening is that the young kids that we're providing that experience to, and it's not an easy experience to find because there's not a lot of printmaking classes for little kids. So those kids will segue into the high school program, and then those high school kids will either become interns when they graduate or they'll go on to art school. And so it kind of perpetuates the printmaking program,
Right now, we have Arturo Mendez in the studio. Arturo introduced us to Mission Grafica and is the head of Media and Communications at the Mission Cultural Center. He is here to share more information about the organization. Okay, first of all, thank you, Arturo, for joining us in the studio today.
Thank you for inviting me. It's amazing to be here with you today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for us to have you. Let's start with your position as, how did you get started with the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts?
Well, it was an amazing opportunity. I moved to San Francisco and I was looking for a job, and I have been doing a lot of work with culture, communications, marketing, and events. Mm-hmm. And out of the sudden, this position was available, and just everything matched. It was amazing.
Everything all aligned up, right?
Yeah.
So as the head of media and communications of the organization, can you tell us a little bit about your responsibilities?
Well, yeah, it's amazing. I get to oversee all of the projects that are going on in the center, and I have to communicate and promote them, right? And I also help with the curation and the production of all the events, all the shows, the movie showings, the performances, everything. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. I love my job.
Yeah, there's so much. So I'm guessing every day when you come into work, there's something new that's going on. Not every day is the same, right?
Yeah, and the amazing part of this is we collaborate with a lot of institutions throughout, the country and also all throughout Latin America. So every single day I have emails from Argentina and Peru and Mexico with proposals, different shows that want to come and participate with us. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's pretty unique.
That's awesome. So it's taking it international too, because you're contacting people from other countries as well.
Yeah.
So let's go with, what are When Tyler and we were in the building and we were walking around, literally every corner that we turned, there was something new going on. There were people doing artwork, and then we also got to participate in the yoga class and the dance classes as well. Can you tell us a little more about the programs and services that are offered at the Cultural Center?
Yeah. Well, we have different classes: dance, art, music, just every kind of artistic thing. We offer classes for all of those. We also have a theater with capacity for 180 people. So we have a lot of shows going on all the time. You should go online and check it out. We also have 2 different galleries where we present exhibitions, around 6 exhibitions throughout the year. And on top of it, we have Mission Graphica, which is our printmaking studio that you already mentioned. That is a jewel. It's just an amazing place that started producing art in the 70s, like in the 70s.
Yeah, that's awesome. From my understanding, the mission started back in 1977.
Yeah.
When we were talking to Alyssa, she was telling us about how it's almost a history book up in Mission Graphica. You see all these posters back from political movements that have happened way in the past, all the way up into now. So it's amazing.
It is pretty amazing. I think that is one of the most amazing parts of working in the Mission Cultural Center, right? If you look through the photos that we have amazing people that have come and participated with us. As you were saying, in Mission Graphica, they produced some art that they sent to the Sandinista revolution in Central America. They produced art. They produced pieces to support the people protesting the coup in Chile in the 70s. So all of these things have happened there. There was this one time I was looking on the internet and I found a photo of Bono and The Edge taking a flamenco class.
Oh, wow.
in the studio above my office. It's amazing. And also every single morning I come to my office and I see this golden record that Carlos Santana gave to us.
Oh, that's amazing.
So yeah, he's one of the people who have been supporting our community for a really, really long time.
Yeah, even the building itself. When you were giving us a tour and we were going through, there were murals everywhere, and those are important representations of history and culture as well.
Yeah, the mission, the Mission District is very well known for the murals that hosts in the alleys and everywhere. And the Mission Cultural Center is also a very good place where artists, important artists have, just participated with us and just left us something.
Yeah, that's awesome. If we're talking about culture and just being able to preserve it, why do you think it's important for other people to learn about traditions and culture? And if we're speaking for this organization in particular, you guys promote, preserve, and spread the message of Latino arts. So why do you think that's important?
Yeah, it is. A key component of this is we're the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts, right? So we're representing the community, the Latin American community that historically has been living in the mission. So it is very important to say this because I feel like a key component of forming a community is to create an identity. And the way to create an identity is through culture, right?
Yes.
So we need to find common languages, common symbolisms, like the Day of the Dead that is about to start. We are opening our gallery. Actually, today we open our gallery. People can come and visit our new Day of the Dead exhibition. And the idea is that it doesn't matter what part of Mexico you are in, or like even Central America. We are all identified with this common language of the Day of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
And that's how you create a community. And then as a community, you can defend the interests of your community.
Exactly.
We're living through times of, gentrification and displacement in the mission. And that is why it's so important that we keep doing the work that we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's really important. Let's bring it back to the show. And since our episode, or the whole show, is about women and being inspired by women, how do you think women has an impact on your organization?
Wow, well, women have been a key component of the Mission Cultural Center throughout the years. Our executive director, Jenny Rodriguez, she has been fronting the organization for the last 20 years, right?
Wow.
So, with that, a lot of women artists have been participating. Actually, in March, we have the Solo Mujeres show where we portray the art of only women artists.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're not opening our doors to women. Women are the ones who have been creating the work that we do in the community that we represent.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio and having a chat with me. When we come back, we'll have a live performance in studio from La Orquesta del Barrio. Stay tuned. You will not want to miss this.
What if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
Welcome back. We just had the pleasure of meeting Arturo Mendez from the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts. And now we have a special performance for you. They are the students from the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts. Please welcome La Orquesta del Barrio.
Vámonos pa'l monte pa' guarachar. Vámonos pa'l monte, el monte me gusta más. Vámonos pa'l monte pa' guarachar. Vámonos pa'l monte, que el monte me gusta más. Mario Vega on flute. Vámonos pa'l monte pa' guarachar. Vámonos pa'l monte, que el monte me gusta. En el 3, Johnny Villalobos. Orquesta del Barrio. Mario Vega on tenor sax and flutes. para el monte me voy, porque contento estoy. 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 Martínez on timbales. Para el monte me voy, porque contento estoy. Para el monte me voy, porque contento estoy. Para el monte me voy, porque contento estoy. Para el monte me voy, porque afuera.
Thank you, La Orquesta del Barrio, for closing out our show.
And thank you to Arturo Mendez and all the staff at the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts.
Don't forget to visit their website, www.missionculturalcenter.org, to find more information and their upcoming events and programs.
From all of us here at Under SF Inspire, thank you for joining us. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Tina. We'll see you next time.
Don't miss us too much.
Mi son montuno para ti. Este 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 mi son montuno para ti.